So good evening. Welcome back to Talkless Interior Academy. Today we are going to be discussing on importance of primer. That is why primer is so important. Why painting. So what is primer? Primer is the foundation coat that we apply on the wall before the paint. So the surface to it prepare the surface for the paint to bond very well, last long, and look smooth. So this is primer. Now I have like some up to like 6 reasons why primer is so important. Number one, it improve paint adhesive. So it's help paint to bond very well to the wall. So after you if you apply your primer very well. Number two, it it seal the surface. It seal the surface if there is any dust or anything on the wall before you apply your paint. So you use primer. So this primer will help you to seal the surface. Then again, it prevents stain from showing after you apply your normal paint. So it will not allow any stain to show. So after you apply the normal paint. Then the next thing is it increase durability. So if you have your primer on the wall and you apply your paint, so it increase the durability, so it lasts for a very long time. Then it improve color finishing. So if you apply your primer, so it improve the color finishing. Your color it will come out bold and uh, excellence. And the lastly is it prevents moisture problem. So if there is a moisture problem, you know that before you apply primer, you do the wall surface, then apply primer on it. So it prevents uh, the moisture problem. Now we have, I think, like four different type of primer. Though all these primer is not only used on the wall, so some are used on floor and other materials. So number one primer I know is the water-based primer. We have the oil-based primer. We have the masonry primer. They have their purposes. So before you use any one of them, know the function they are like, know their work. And the last one we have the bonding primer. So these are the four types of primer that I know. So when does primer necessary? So when are we required to prime a wall? Number one, it is required for you to prime a wall if the wall is new plastered. That is, they just plaster the wall, there is no paint on it before. So it is very, very required of you after you screed. So you do what? You prime the wall. Or if there is no screeding, so you prime the wall before applying the normal paint that you want to use. The number two is when changing your color from a dark color to maybe a light one. Maybe the color on the wall before is dark gray, for example, and you want to change to something white. So you are required to do what? To give a priming, to give the wall priming before applying your normal paint. And again, so when after fixing the wall cracks, if you fix any cracks on the wall, so you are required to do a what? To give the wall a primer so that it will balance the color on the wall. So before applying your normal paint. Then when repair surface, when you repair, maybe you replaster anywhere on the surface, so you are required to prime. And again, when there are, you can prime wood or metal, so you can prime it if necessary, or you can also prime when you scrape the previous paint on the wall, so you can prime. So priming is like foundation. Prime is like foundation, just like the primer is like foundation in building. You know, foundation in building. So nobody sees it, but everything depends on it. So that is how primer is to painting. So nobody will see the primer after applying it, after applying paint on it, but everything depends. The paint depends on the primer. So make sure you always prime. So if you want to paint, then if you want to paint to last for maybe 5 years, so or more, make sure you use primer. But if you just want it to last for maybe 6 months or a year, so you can skip priming. So that is that about priming, and thanks you for watching again. So don't forget, at Talkless Interior and Exterior Design, we don't cut the corner, we give the last longing finishing. So thank you for watching.